Welcome to the Rickenbacker Woods Foundation. Today is an extraordinary moment for the Rickenbacker Woods Foundation, for this neighborhood, and for the entire city of Columbus. We're standing here on a day that represents nearly a decade of work, belief, and determination. In October 2015, we broke ground on this land long before it looked anything like it does today. Back then, we were fueled only by a vision that many people said was too big, too ambitious, or just unrealistic. But what they didn't count on was the heart of this community and the resilience of the people who love this place. This year marks 10 years of building, restoring, and believing. 10 years of preserving a National Historic Landmark, 10 years of growing a youth program, 10 years of transforming empty space into a place of learning, inspiration, and joy. 10 years of honoring both Eddie Rickenbacker and Granville T. Woods, two giants whose stories anchor this community and define our mission. And today we will cut the ribbon on the newest chapter, a park and playground that will soon house the historic Spaghetti Warehouse trolley. The trolley isn't here yet. You're actually standing where it will be, right here. The trolley isn't here yet, but this park will stand as a tribute to Granville T. Woods, the great Edison, the Black Edison, born here in Columbus, Ohio, whose innovations powered our country and changed the world. And it will connect his story to Eddie Rickenbacker's story right here in the neighborhood where Eddie grew up. When we started this work 10 years ago, we weren't sure how it will all work out. Some didn't understand why a small nonprofit and driving park would take on a National Historic Landmark, a future museum, a trolley restoration, a STEAM workforce program, and now a public park. But our board took a risk, not for themselves, but for this community, for our young people, for our families, and for the future we all deserve. And I think it worked. Just look around. This isn't just a playground. It isn't just a park. It's a symbol of persistence, of community pride, of what happens when people believe in something bigger than themselves. Our Coitwe interns, the creators, originators, and innovators, who are here today on their regular program day, and who are also catering this event. We invite you to join us for snacks afterwards. They asked for a place where kids could come play, where families could come together, and where younger children could be inspired to dream big just like they do. Our internship program is more than a program, it's a launch pad. It's a safe place and a path to confidence, to skills, and to careers and hope. Like Eddie Rickenbacker, who survived more than most men ever could, and like Granville T. Woods, whose genius outlasted every barrier placed in front of him, we took a risk. We survived, and now we stand here together, stronger because of it. To our board, thank you for believing in a vision that stretched beyond what seemed possible. To our neighbors in the driving park community, thank you for your love and your patience and your trust and support. Your heartbeat pumps this campus. And finally, to our mayor, thank you. Your leadership and your commitment to youth, equity, and community revitalization have helped make today possible. This space stands as proof of what happens when the city and the community partner with purpose. So with deep gratitude and great pride, it is my honor to introduce the mayor of the city of Columbus, Andrew J. Ginther.
Well, thank you, you want me to
Seriously,
introduce
Michael Thompson.
You want me to introduce Michael? Good afternoon. What a great afternoon. The sky may be gray, but there's a lot of light coming from here today, and I just want to, let's give Michael Aaron a round of applause. He's just done an incredible job. Somebody that is masterful at collaborations and partnerships, bringing people together, keeping community and neighborhoods top of mind. So a couple quick thank yous to Directors Long and Stevens and their teams. Michael and the rest of the team at Rickenbacker Woods, landscape architects from designing local and contractors, from Miles McClellan and their subcontractors. We appreciate everybody's work. I'm happy to be with you here today to commemorate this new space and celebrate our city's continued efforts to make something great out of a place that wasn't being used to its best potential. This project has many elements that are near and dear to me because, as everybody knows, my top 3 priorities are neighborhoods, neighborhoods, neighborhoods. So this is a great example of collaboration. The city used federal dollars to support an important local nonprofit partner, the land bank. This is a great use of our land bank for development that uplifts our community. Keeping kids safe. It's new, safe space for our young people to enjoy right here in their neighborhood. And spaghetti. Yes, you heard me, spaghetti. The playground has a built-in spot right here for the famous trolley from the old spaghetti warehouse. I don't know about you, but I have some great memories as a kid going there for special events and birthdays and taking my daughter there when she was little as well. And she loved, if she could score a spot in the trolley, to have that spaghetti. It was a great place, and it'll bring so many memories for both grandparents, parents, and children right here in the heart of the neighborhood. The opening of this playground marks another step towards the city efforts to make the Livingston Avenue and Driving Park neighborhoods as beautiful and as safe as possible. This past summer, we implemented our Clean and Safe Corridors program in this area and other neighborhoods around town. And as we prepare for the Livingston Avenue Safety Improvements Project, the city is committed to enhancing neighborhoods for all our residents. This park is another example of that. It wasn't long ago that this piece of land wasn't a place where kids would play or could thrive. The new playground is the direct result of collaboration by the city's Department of Development, Department of Finance and Management, and a partnership with the Rickenbacker Woods Foundation. The Finance Department used U.S. Department of Housing and Urban Development Community Development Block Grant funding. That's a mouthful. We call it CDBG. Finance also managed this project's construction and had the concrete pad installed for the future home of the famous trolley of the spaghetti warehouse. This project transformed a small vacant lot into a beautiful, safe, vibrant community space. The property, owned by the city's land bank, was too small to develop into housing or other community facilities. Michael Aaron, better known to the kids as Mr. Mike, is the director of the Rickenbacker Woods Foundation. Mr. Mike had told us about how bad this back alley area had been, how unsafe and littered, and how he was driven to make changes. The whole neighborhood knew something needed to be done. The kids told us we needed a park over here, not on the other side of Livingston. Mr. Mike saw the potential for this park and worked with us to create a community asset that will serve the neighborhood for years to come. As Mr. Mike says, we transform death and despair into hope and inspiration. This is the newest example of the Columbus Way. We paired the federal community development block grant funds with local funding, a local nonprofit partner, and publicly owned land. These resources are working in tandem to create something that would not have been possible without collaboration. We're proud to be stewards of federal funding and proud to match those funds with opportunities like this to maximize impact in Columbus neighborhoods. I'm happy to be here today and pleased to see this new park. This work was a true collaboration, and I am honored to be here to celebrate this great new neighborhood asset and resource for the families in the neighborhood. And with that, I had the great honor of introducing a Rickenbacker Woods Teen Intern Program participant and soon to be an engineering student at Bowling Green State University. Michael Thompson's been in the program since 2023. Michael, come on forward and share your story.
Thank you, Mayor Ginther. Hello, my name is Michael Thompson. On behalf of the creators, originators, and innovators of tomorrow and the Rickenbacker Woods Foundation, we would like to thank Mayor Ginther for coming out today. Our values are innovation, workforce skills, and blending the history of Captain Eddie Rickenbacker and Gravity Woods to support students like my cohorts and myself to empower and encourage the next generation of community leaders. In doing so, we have had the opportunity to create spaces of sustainability, community improvements, and proactively invest in neighborhood enrichment. With the resources provided by the City of Columbus, in addition to the instructions of Mr. Mike Aaron and consistent effort, we're able to transform an undesirable area into a playground and safe space for children and their families to enjoy. Over the course of this project, we have refined and matured as we now aspire to do more for the community at large. In conclusion, personally, I have become a more well-rounded citizen through this program by acquiring workforce development skills, effective communication, and community leadership. I aspire to be a Bowling Green Falcon and an engineer. The seeds of those dreams were planted here. I now have the keys to pursue that dream. Thank you, Mayor Ginther, for creating this space and opportunity not only for myself, but for the next generation of students to come.
Great job, Michael. Great job. Great job.
Great job, Mr. Thompson. Amazing.
Anybody, any other
No,
speakers?
that was, no.
Time to cut a ribbon.
Cut a ribbon. Come on, Michael Thompson.
Come on, Michael.
Come on, Michael. I guess we all.
A photo, and then I'll count you down. 1, 2, 3. Okay.
Michael, get on. You put your hand on. You put your hand. Keep your hand on top. I'll put mine.
All right, here we go. I'm gonna take a couple. One more. All right, I'm gonna count you down. Here we go. 1, 2, and 3.
All right. Let's do it. First one out there. No practice, nothing.
Many more to come, Mr. Thompson. Yeah, many more. Man, thank you. See you in a bit. Thank you. Thank you. That's all.